Hi everybody, Sarah Louise here. Hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. So I thought I would just do a Facebook Live before I clock off for the evening and get myself to bed. So I'm just going to wait for a few of the live viewers to get on. And if you're watching the rerun, obviously you'll see this from the beginning. So I always just wait a few moments for some of the live viewers to get on. So please bear with me if you're a rerun viewer, and while you're waiting, if you can leave me a comment in the comment box below, please always say hello. It's always nice to see who's watching me, and if it's the rerun, please put the word rerun, and if it's live, please put the word live. If you watch a lot of my videos, you may think I say the same thing at the start of every video, but that's because I want consistency to know who's watching me, when and where from, because it helps me to know who my audience is, and I'm actually really genuinely intrigued to know just how far I actually seem to be on Facebook. It's amazing how many countries actually watch me now through people sharing my videos and obviously growing in following, Facebook friends. So it's fantastic to know that you can be living in a very small town here in the UK, yet you can have a global business by just working from home. So it still blows my mind to think that I'm able to reach thousands of people literally all over the world. But I just wanted to say it's because of you guys and girls that watch me and share my content. So I just wanted to say I am very, very grateful. So tonight's video, I just wanted to talk all about if you're not where you want to be yet. I really want to just give some positivity and some helpful tips to help those of you regarding this. So as always, my videos are all related to business, any kind of value I can give regarding like a home-based business, work from home, any kind of like MLM, affiliate marketing, direct sales, franchise, those kind of businesses where you can run them from a mobile phone or a laptop, basically working from anywhere you choose. So there's a lot of people that reach out to me on a regular basis that are struggling in their business, or they're thinking about joining but they fear failure before they start. So they start to talk themselves out of it before they've even given it a go. Now this is very common, so don't feel too hard on yourself if you're one of those people. But I'm here to reassure you, to say that you can do it, but only if you believe you can. If you believe you can't, then you won't. But if you believe you can, then you will, because it's all related to your mindset. Now, if you're sat there thinking, I wish I had more Facebook followers, I wish I had more Facebook friends, I wish I had a team, I wish I had sales, rather than wishing what you had, be grateful where you are right now and just believe that you haven't got what you want yet because you're literally not ready. Now, what you can focus on is daily you building up your skill set, which will then enable you to reach those results. It will enable you to grow a team. It will enable you to get sales. It will enable you to grow in confidence. It will enable you to recruit. All these things take time. If you buy into a business today, last week, a month ago, you're not going to get overnight success. It is not that easy for anybody. And if anybody says, join my business, you'll be earning thousands in the next few days, they're literally just stringing you along for a commission or a sale. It takes hard work and it takes commitment. But if you get with the right mentor or coach or upline, whatever word you want to call them, if you get with the right person with the right business model and the right system, they will save you so much money, so much time, so much stress. Because if I'd have got with a mentor that is like I am today, if I'd have joined somebody like me back 8 months ago, I wouldn't have wasted all of the money that I'd wasted. I wouldn't have wasted all of the time. I could have literally got straight in there and known exactly what path to follow, but I didn't have a me. So I've had to figure it all out on my own. So one of the main reasons why I do these videos is to be that person to help those of you out there that might not have a mentor or a coach or an upline or somebody to go to help you in your business. So I'm not here to claim I'm an expert, but I'm here to try and help. And even if I give you one little piece of information that you can take away to put into your business to help you, then that makes me feel good. So I'm just here just to share my journey and my story, and I hope that those of you that watch me can connect with what I talk about, put it then into your business and help you get results. So on a day-to-day basis, whether you've just started out in a business or whether you've been going for a while, if you're watching me, it's probably because you're not satisfied with the results that you've got so far. If you're crushing it and you're absolutely nailing business, you're probably not watching me. Or if you're watching me, it may be just for support rather than actually to learn from me. But what you need to be making sure you're doing is you're learning something new every day. But when you learn something new every day, you then have to take action with what you've learned. The learn, the do, the teach strategy. If you just keep learning, you're going to blow your mind with so much content, you're not going to do anything. So what you have to do is you have to learn a chunk and then you have to put that into practice. Now, if you learn something and you're thinking, well, I don't really understand this, so I'll keep reading a bit more and a bit more and a bit more, you'll forget by halfway through the week what you learned 3 days ago. The only way it will stick in your mind and boost your confidence and enable you to learn and get new skills is by breaking it down into like blocks. Learn something, then actually do it. Then learn something, then do it. Then learn, then do it. Then once you've done a few things and you're actually confident, then get out there and share it, which is the teach bit. You don't have to be a professor or an expert, but if you've mastered something to a point where you can actually do it, that qualifies you to be able to teach it. You know, we're not looking to be a surgeon, a doctor. We are literally marketers. You don't have to be a superstar to give value. And I think a lot of people are putting too much pressure on themselves, thinking, well, I don't have huge success yet. I don't have a huge team yet. Therefore, who's going to listen to me? But people will listen to you if you have something worth sharing. And I believe that everyone has something worth sharing, whether it's your story, whether it's a tip of the day, whether it's a quote that maybe, really sort of taps into here that somebody else will connect with. There's always something that you can share on a daily basis for even just 2 minutes long on a Facebook Live or an inspiring post or sharing something about your journey. If you do that consistently every single day, you will grow in your business far, far quicker than if you're just learning and not doing any action. So for the length of time that you spend daily on your business, if you can only put an hour in a day, 2 hours, 5 hours, whatever it is, of that 100% that I want you to put into your business, I want you to split it between 20% and then 80%. Now the 20% is you making sure you're learning something new every single day. And then in the 80%, that needs to include action from what you've learned in the 20% and then money generating activities for you to actually be earning money in your business. If you don't learn every day, there's going to be no growth. If you're just focused on trying to get sales, trying to recruit, you're going to chase people away. But if you learn something new every single day, you're going to completely transform who you are. And if you're doing that daily, week in, week out, month in, month out, you're going to grow to the point where you're actually going to be blown away by how much you can learn in a month. Now, you can do this by listening to audio. You can't say to me, too busy. I've got children, I've got a full-time job, I don't have time to learn. I'm trying to grow a business, I don't have time to learn, I just need to sell, I just need to make money. Get an audio app, listen to it in your car. Get an audio app, listen to it while you're cooking. Get an audio app, listen to it while you're doing your work. Audio is the best way that you can learn something daily while you're doing anything. Commuting to work, for example, whether you get a train, whether you travel, whether you're car sharing with a friend, there's always something where you can be listening to audio, which is going to help you grow. Now, whether you want to listen to like Law of Attraction, whether you want to listen to mindset, whether you want to listen to like Grant Cardone, whether you want to listen to Tony Robbins, any of these people are going to make you grow as a person. But you need to be making sure that every single day you're spending at least 15 minutes to an hour on your skill set and growing and developing. Now from that, whatever business model you're in, that 20% needs to include you understanding what it is that you market. Because once you understand what products or product or service you have, once you really understand what it does and who it can help, then you start to understand who needs that product. But if you just try and dive in there from day one of, oh, I've joined a business, I'm going to, right, who can I sell to? I've asked my friends, asked my family, and then you go, what am I going to do now? You're completely trying to run before you can walk. So take a huge step back and you want to learn everything first about the product, because you need to learn before you can earn. So if you understand what your business model does and the product, you'll then start to think, who needs this? Who wants this? How can I find them? Then instead of you struggling to, recruit, struggling to make sales, you'll find it far easier then, because you need to just get the right message in front of the right people. That is it. That is all you have to do. That is literally it. But if you're trying to get your message out to your friends and family and just their friends and family and anybody you come into contact with, then you're going to get a lot of no's and you're going to be just trying to persuade people that they might need this product or might want to join your business. You need to be mastering attraction marketing by you making sure that you're getting out there regarding what you can do to help people, what your product does, what your service does, what you do to help people. And then when you get out there to say what you can do, then people are going to start to take note of you. None of that is pitching or selling or pressurizing anybody. But if you're not working on the 20% daily, you're going to be one of those people that reaches out to me in my inbox and says, I don't know what to talk about on a Facebook Live. If you were doing that 20% daily and learning something every single day, you could always talk in a Facebook Live about that 20%. Whether it's someone you're listening to, whether it's someone you're watching, whether it's a new skill you're doing, all I ever do on these Facebook Lives is talk about what I'm doing, what I'm learning, how I can help people. That is all I do. That is literally all I do. 8 months into the industry, I've got masses to learn yet. There's people that have had years on me. So I'm still learning, but I will never stop learning because it's a huge part of my career and my life. And the learning part, I would class as almost like a hobby. I love doing it. It's part of my daily routine. That then creates content all the time for me to be able to do these Facebook Lives. Sometimes I can do 2 lives in a day because I've learned more. That 20% has been really, really condensed with lots and lots of information. But again, by focusing on the 20% and learning and then doing a value live about this 20%, that's then generating me all these leads into my inbox. I'm not having to direct message people on a daily basis. I'm not reaching out to people to try and persuade them about my business. They're all coming to me. So when you think about that you don't have time to focus on this bit, if you actually focus on this bit, the 20%, the rest of it actually starts drawing to you like a magnet. And I think a lot of people, when they don't have a mentor, they never taught about this bit. They're just taught about, these are the products, you know, you need to build a team, you need to recruit, you need to do this, you need to do that. They're not really supporting you. You know, a house cannot be built without the foundations. The 20% is the foundations. And then as your skill set is the building blocks. If you have strong foundations, you will have a strong house that lasts. But if you try and build a house without the foundations, it's just going to crumble, and your business is exactly the same. When you first join a business, don't expect to be up and running within like 24 hours and then you can just start making sales. Be prepared for your first 30 days to actually be like just learning, absorbing as much as you can from your mentor like a sponge. And don't feel under pressure to have to be in Facebook groups all the time, liking and commenting on everybody that's maybe joined or everyone that's commenting or all the results. Come out of that, and I would say spend as much time as you possibly can on that 20%. Keep away from social media. Keep away from doing this into your news feed. Keep away from talking to friends and family on Facebook. Just take yourself out, even if it's just for 30 days. Focus on this side to start with, and I can promise you, you'll start to see much more results. And as you grow in this skill set, you'll start to become so much more confident that when people do approach you about your business, you're going to lead with a totally different way, because every single person you speak to is different. But as you're learning this side of things, you're getting better and better and better. As you get better, you become more confident. Every hurdle you hit, every problem you come to is great, because if you're not getting problems on a regular basis in your business, it means you're not pushing yourself far enough. You want to be coming across problems every couple of days, because it means you're learning something new and you're not quite sure how to master it yet, or you're getting bigger. You're starting to get the growth. So some things come up that you don't know how to do yet. Again, it's another skill set. Again, it's something you got to learn. It's something you got to get past. But it's likely that when you start to recruit, your team members are probably going to have those same issues. But what you will do as a mentor then is say, oh, I had this problem. I solved it by doing this. So you're helping them. That means that then you're seen as a go-to leader that can help them solve the problems. So the more you keep staying ahead of your team, the more you're able to pass back down all these solutions to the problems that you're facing. But if you're just becoming quite complacent in your business and very sort of just, oh, I'm getting results, I'm happy with how much I'm earning, you know, it's paying my bills, that's just you're going to become like still. You always want to keep striving for more. You can never earn too much money. You can never recruit too many people. You can never have too much success. But success loves speed. And if you don't focus on that 20% and then 80% income generating activities daily, you're not going to build up that momentum in your business. Now, even as somebody new in the first 30, 60, 90 days, you have to get that momentum going, because once it's building and it's going at speed, people want to join, and then there's more people, then they want to join, and then it goes faster and faster and faster, and then you can just continue to grow the business forward. But if you're not willing to learn, and then if you learn, if you're not willing to do, you're never going to get going. There's no point in buying one business and then seeing an advert on Facebook and you go, oh, more info. Have you actually tried to even make a go of the businesses you've already paid for and you've already joined? Or are you just constantly looking for something else because you're not really understanding how to do this business? It's got too hard, you're confused, so then you're trying to look for something else on Facebook. But you can master this if you put the time and effort in to learn it. You know, nobody can drive a car until they've had driving lessons. Nobody can just get behind the wheel of a car and just drive off. Everyone needs lessons first. And then once they've had a few lessons, they can pass the test and off they go. You know, think about you as a baby. You know, you pulled yourself up onto the sofa, you fell flat back on your backside. You didn't just go, that's it, never trying again. You get back up again, and you get back up again, you get back up again. In business, your attitude has got to be exactly the same. It's going to take time to learn and master new skills. It's going to be completely different to your 9-to-5 job. But even a 9-to-5 job, you didn't walk in on day one and go, nobody needs to show me what to do. I know exactly how to run this show. You know, that just doesn't happen. So in a home-based business, you have to be willing to drop the ego, listen to your mentor and coach, and believe that what they're saying to you is actually to help you. They're not bossy and they're not telling you like what to do for any other reason than to help you and to save yourself time, effort and money. So you have to be coachable when you join a business. If they say do something, don't question it, just do it. Because the faster you start to have that mindset of, right, she's telling me to do this or he's telling me to do this, don't sort of say, well, why do I need to do that? Just do it. Because the reason why they're telling you to do it is because they know that it works. And if somebody joins me in my business and I say to do something, it's because I know that it works. I've made loads of mistakes in 8 months, but I want to make sure that any of my team members don't make those same mistakes. So if I can help them from day one have that path of instructions of what they need to do, I wish somebody had given me them from the start. So whichever business you're in, whatever team you have, whatever team you want to create, always try and remember the mistakes that you made, and remember that anything you fail at is not you being a failure. It's literally just a lesson learned. And as long as you don't make the same mistake twice, just see it as a learning curve. But everybody that's successful in this world has failed multiple times. And the only reason how they got to success is because they never gave up. But if you have that mentality of, oh, it's too hard, I can't do this, I'm not doing it, I'm sacking it off, can't be bothered, you're never ever going to have that life that you want. And you're going to look at other people on Facebook and everywhere else and think, I really wish I had what she has, I really wish I had what he had. But the thing is if you're willing to put the time and effort in, you absolutely can, because we're nothing special. We are just committed to taking massive action. And if you're willing to learn daily and take massive action and actually put it into practice, get out of your comfort zone and be willing to get uncomfortable for growth. And if you're willing to do that, face your fears, and when things are painful or they make it raw or you have sleepless nights or stress, you have to target that pain head on. If you sit there and think, I can't do it, I'm too anxious, I'm too nervous, you know, it's all just negative mindset that you're filling your mind with. You have to tell yourself, I'm finding this hard, but it's going to get easier if I just persevere. And I was exactly the same in my Facebook lives. I was exactly the same about my business. But if you don't push yourself past that uncomfortableness, you're never going to know how amazing your life can be at the other side. Now, the more inspiring you are on Facebook to other people, the stronger your story is. And you are going to lead with your story in business for the rest of your life. Now, your story is what people will connect to. So talk about the things that you've achieved so far. Talk about the problems you've overcome. And then people will connect with that, and you give them hope that they're going to be able to do it as well. So that's it really. I know I've sort of covered all sorts of different kind of like angles, but I get so many people reaching out to me and saying, oh, I'm really struggling, I really want to join your business, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, or I wish I had a page as busy as yours, or I wish I had as many followers as you do. But nobody handed me any of this. Nobody said, oh, there you go, there's a ready-made Facebook profile. I've had to do it all myself. It's from learning all about attraction marketing. It's learning how to utilize Facebook. It's understanding the algorithm. It's all these new things I'm learning all the time. You should want to be passionate and committed to wanting to learn all the time as well. You know, it's whatever it is that floats your boat. You know, is it crypto? Is it beauty? Is it health and wellness? Is it education? You know, is it tools? What is it? What is it what you would love to help other people with? And then you've got to be really just living, breathing, loving everything about it, because you need to find your tribe that are equally as passionate about it as what you are. And then you have an awesome team that you're going to be working with, you know, every single day. You want to find those people that love to change lives as much as what you do. And I feel incredibly grateful to have come across so many amazing people, particularly in the last few months since finding the right business. And, you know, I'm just very, very grateful to have a career that I literally get out of bed in the morning and I absolutely love. And I know that it's Sunday night and there'll be a lot of people that are dreading going to work tomorrow and thinking, oh, Monday morning, the commute, or going into the office, same routine, same shit, different day. But my days are never the same, because I'm in charge of my daily routine and I'm in charge of my life. And that, to me, is worth much more than any amount of money that you can ever earn in the world. It's the freedom. It's not this that makes you happy. It's the freedom of you being able to do what you want, when you want, and not having to rely on anybody else to make decisions for you but me. And that is just an amazing feeling inside, where if you're employed, you don't have that flexibility. You know, you are told what to do, when, you know, you just don't have that flexibility. And I'm not here to knock people that are employed at all, because I was employed for a number of years before I went self-employed in 2004. But I know what it's like to be told what to do all the time. And now that I'm able to make my own decisions and do whatever I want when I want, I literally couldn't be happier now. Am I absolutely minted and can retire tomorrow? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I don't need to have loads of money to be confident in my own skin, and I don't need to have loads of money to be super, super happy. So don't focus on money. Just focus on what your life will be like when you have freedom to do what you want and when. If you visualize that as your vision of how can I create more freedom for myself, how can I create more time with my family and friends, if you go with that attitude, then that will keep you focused and that will be your why. But if you think, oh, how much money can I make? If you start thinking about that, you're not going to get the results, because you're just going to be targeting people and hard selling. But if you focus on the vision of where you want to be, it makes you very, very attractive, because other people want exactly the same vision as you. So thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. If you feel like this video would help anybody at all, by all means you can either tag them into the video, because my profile is public. You can tag anybody and anybody in the world can see my profile because it's public to everybody. Or you can share my video to anywhere at all if you feel like somebody would benefit from it. So thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope you've had an amazing weekend, and I will speak to you through the week. Bye.